The chapter that I'm presenting is chapter 14 in the Hancock text. It is interdisciplinary and intertextual connections, and it'll be talking about literature clusters, theme explorations, and twin texts, and so I will be explaining all of those concepts for you. There is a quote on page 380 that I wanted to have you guys discuss, but I just want you to think about what it might mean to you. It's creatively blending pieces of literature across genres, authors, and related disciplines, enhances connectedness of literature and content knowledge. And I want you to think of this in the way that you may use this in your classroom, and then think of how you use it and how it's going to differ from what I talk about coming up. So we first start with literature cluster. And what a literature cluster is, it's a bunch of titles and across genres that is on one single theme. So it's important to realize that all genres of literature can contribute to conceptual understanding. So for example, using only informational books for a science concept can limit a child's curiosity understanding of the concept. The book gave the example of the theme of weather, and to not just use informational books on weather, but using fictional, like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball, and various things including poetry, to make sure that the child experiences all perspectives, and it helps them with their curiosity and understanding of the concept. There's a quote that says, "The goal of a literature circle is to blend trade books across genres through varying perspectives that address a single topic in an effort to enhance both instruction and learning." So literature clusters can be used as an isolated unit, so you pick a theme all on your own, or you can use it to enhance textbook instruction. So if you are given a textbook by your district and you're expected to use that, you can still creatively use literature clusters to enhance that instruction. Literature clusters blends narrative, expository, and poetic voices of literature to give a variety of perspectives, and it's very important to ensure that you include all of those. Otherwise, it's not a true literature cluster, and I think you'll be lacking some of the benefits that you would gain from including all of them. And there's an importance of connecting facts to feelings, and appreciation and insights that personalize and enhance the student's learning. This is why it goes beyond informational text to include a variety of perspectives and genres. It creates a well-rounded reader. Children are exposed to all literary genres, and that's one of the benefits of literature clusters. Sometimes children get stuck reading only one genre that they particularly like and enjoy, and this helps expose them to all genres. And literature clusters contain multi-age possibilities, and so they appeal to a wide range of ability levels and age. Literature clusters naturally connect fact and fiction for both enjoyment and learning, and literature clusters create natural opportunities for reader response. So because they are reading such a wide variety of genres and perspectives, it really does open the doors for not a forced reader response, but a very natural flow of activities that you can plan and discussions that you can plan based on what they are reading, and not having to force that upon the reader. So how do we create these literature clusters? Well, first you need to determine your theme. This can be from the curriculum that you have or based on interests of the students. It can also be a topic currently being studied in the classroom or an original concept that has never been investigated before. Then you need to locate a core book. This needs to appeal to the teacher, spark imagination, and it needs to relate to the topic. You need to use this book as an opening activity for your theme as a way to motivate your students and get them excited about the literature cluster. Then you need to conduct a thorough library search. This is time-consuming, but you need to find all of the possible titles that go with your theme and the various genres that you need to use. Then there's a quote that covers the next idea that you need to brainstorm with teachers and media specialists, and that's because a common tendency is to locate informational text readily with little thought given to a possible fantasy connection, a multicultural focus, and the importance of biography to almost every topic. And I find this to be true, that sometimes we get kind of stuck in what we're used to doing and what we've always done before, And so it's good to, have someone with a new set of eyes or new ideas to come in and help us find new ideas to use for the literature cluster so that it's not so confined. After you consult with other individuals, you need to access professional resources. There are 2 journals that were suggested by the text that are helpful in creating literature clusters. That was Book Links and The Reader Teacher. And so those are journals that will list various children's literature related to a certain theme or topic. Then you design response-based instruction to accompany the literature. You need to decide which of those books are read-alouds, which are used for independent reading, and those to be used for research projects and research-based activities. Then you need to implement the literature clusters on the basis of instruction. There was a quote that said, "They challenge readers to sample all literary genres and synthesize them into a meaningful and memorable understanding of a topic." So the purpose of a literature cluster is to extend the understanding of a child's understanding of the concept and to make it in a meaningful way so that the student will remember it and it's more meaningful for them as an individual, and they have a greater concept understanding at a higher level than they would have.